Welcome to Let's Talk About Everything and Nothing. We're Sophia, Michelle, your favorite or soon-to-be favorite ADHD-ridden mass sisters.
Expect deep combos, random tangents, and the occasional existential crisis. Or maybe we'll just talk about snacks.
Either way, we're here, we're talking, and you're stuck with us. So let's get into it.
Well, Merry Christmas and good morning to everybody. Maybe. I don't know. I think of Christmas in morning.
Yeah, that coincides.
Good morning. So we decided to throw in a little Christmas episode, even though we're still on our little break in between seasons.
Our season break.
Our hiatus. Random story. The word hiatus reminds me of Casper.
Why?
There's this random scene where the three brother ghosts are like eating so much, and they talk about, the fatso one talks about how he's eating like Oprah on hiatus. So rude, I have. But anyway, we are in our Christmas PJs and our ugly sweatshirts. I don't know if you can see them.
But it's adorable. So people who are not viewing on YouTube or Spotify video, you're just listening to us. It is an ugly Christmas sweater, knitted style, with our faces on it and our logo everywhere. We're also wearing Christmas pajama pants.
Yeah, mine has dog skiing.
Mine are just plaid flannel. Mm-hmm. And we're wearing reindeer hats.
It's very descriptive.
They're baseball caps with reindeer antlers on them. Mine is fuzzy and plaid, and Michelle's is
more truckers hat
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wear mine backwards because it looks funny.
Does it?
It does. I'm not gonna. This is too much effort to show you, but it does look funny.
The baby thought you had bunny ears on.
Yeah, he did think it was bunny ears. It looks like antlers. So he's two. So we also have Christmas festive pillows. We're very festive today.
Yes. So if you can't see us, well,
you're missing out. Please go watch us on YouTube.
So Christmas, we love Christmas around here.
Yeah, we do.
There's usually a lot of things that we like to do. Go look at Christmas lights. Mm-hmm. We usually do the drive-through lights, and then you get out and have hot chocolate and walk to the little lighted forest.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you get hot chocolate spilled on your white shoes.
Sometimes that happens, yes. And sometimes it's really hot, and sometimes it's really cold.
Yeah, you just never know.
Like right now, me and Soph are both sweating. I promise you.
I am perspiring. I was perspiring before I put on the sweater.
Because it's in the 70s today,
yeah.
I think. So yeah, there's Texas for you. We like to do gingerbread house making. Mm-hmm. Soph's house usually falls down.
It does.
And then nobody takes them home, and they leave them all here at my house.
Yes. Because what am I supposed to do with this? My dogs will eat it.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Keep it as decor until Christmas is over.
Sounds horrible.
But last year I think I did pretty good. I just copied exactly what the picture did look like instead of trying to freeball it.
And I think last year they were easier to put together.
Well, it's because they were like the rent, like Oreo, and like they weren't like gingerbread houses. You know all those like crazy ones now? Crazy. I'm dancing crazy.
Like villages and trains and Targets and stuff.
And Stranger Things,
I didn't see a Stranger Things one. I will say that I do not like gingerbread cookies.
I don't know if I do.
Why?
It's because every time I try it, I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
Interesting.
And then the next year comes and I do it all over again. So I still don't know.
I don't think I like ginger flavor that much.
Ginger.
I do love hot chocolate. These are, these.
Oh my gosh, this is delicious.
It
tastes like mama's.
These are my mom's Christmas mugs for hot chocolate specifically.
Mm-hmm. You only ever drink hot chocolate out of these.
Yeah, and I kept 6 of them. I'll be honest, I don't know how many we had, but I kept 6, and I keep them stored until Christmas time, and I pull them out to make hot chocolate. And then I make her recipe of hot chocolate.
She does make hot chocolate just like my mom made it, with no exact measurements. It's just the pan.
Just the pan and feelings.
Did I almost drown? Yes.
You know what I saw a TikTok on like just the other day was that someone said that their mom was talking about something, and that she doesn't. The conversation started off was that she was telling her mom how she doesn't ever leave pans in the oven because or if you don't know, Mexicans like to store their pans in the oven, which we did too growing up. And so she and her mother were talking about this, And she was like, well, we hardly ever used our oven to like make food. Like, you know, it was to like bake bread and stuff like that, but like, you know, not food. And she goes, because it seems more complicated. And at first I was like, the oven's more complicated? And then she like explained more, and she was like, because she doesn't use measurements. And when you're cooking on the stove, you can taste as you go.
Yeah.
And in the oven, it's like,
this is all.
This is it.
We won't know until it's done.
Yeah. And so she like started talking about it. And then, so I thought that was interesting. Like, you know, a lot of people don't, I feel like a lot of ethnicities don't measure things. Like they just like.
Yeah, 100%. Until the ancestors tell you to stop.
Tell you to stop, yeah.
That's how I pour my liquor.
Okay, Helen. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that is for sure. Mm-hmm. And we don't keep pans in our oven.
We don't do that either. Mostly because I do remember growing up, someone would be like, preheat the oven. And I'll be like, and then they're like, something's burning. I'm like, oh, there was something in the oven.
That shouldn't have been in the oven. I mean, like, that shouldn't be used in the oven.
Yeah. Also, randomly, I maybe, you know, Mexican-y, but we used to we never used our dishwasher at Grandma's house. It was a storage.
I didn't know we had a dishwasher at Grandma's house. I didn't realize that's what it was.
It was a storage cabinet. We had like Tupperware in there or something like that. We weren't allowed to use it. We had to wash everything by hand.
Yeah. Which made me think that we did not have a dishwasher.
I just understood it as that it was too expensive. And they didn't wash the dishes the right way.
Yeah, it was the not washing the dishes right away. I don't think I correlated how expensive it was. Well, Grandma just said that they were still dirty if we used it that way.
But when we moved out, we definitely used it
all the damn time. So Christmas. So we are drinking our mom's hot chocolate that Michelle now makes. Again, for people who are not watching us, we will be also decorating stockings.
While we chit-chat.
We're not going to be quiet because that's awkward. But we will be chit-chatting and decorating stockings. And I hope you notice our tree and our garland. We put a lot of effort into this. Mm-hmm. Don't look at me that way. We did. Do they not give you a hook? Not that we're actually hooking this up anywhere, but
it appears not. Growing up, one of the things that I like miss, there's two things that I miss the most. So they're tied in my head.
Our mother.
I wasn't going that dark, but yes, I do miss my mother. Is that my mom would give us pajamas on Christmas Eve, everybody. But my mother, and the ADD-ness that was her, wouldn't label things. Sometimes she wouldn't even put names on things, but she wouldn't label that these are the Christmas PJs. But everything went under the tree, and we had literally a mound. Are you getting glitter on my floor? And Christmas Eve, we would come after our holiday party with our family, and we would have to search through a mountain of presents for everyone's pajamas. And everyone just wanted to go to sleep.
But we had to wear these pajamas.
We had to wear them. We had to find them. And I was the one usually under the tree thinking, she's like, Michelle, which one is whose? I'm like, I don't remember.
Would you help Mom wrap them?
Sometimes, yeah. Or sometimes Mom would open presents. She's like, well, let me open it real quick.
And it would not be them.
And she's like, oh, wait, that's not it. I'm like, oh, Lord. Well, can we write what it is on here?
We were just talking about that when we went camping this weekend. How Michelle would be the one to go underneath the tree with a mountain. I just want you to know, mountain of presents my mom had.
So basically, we had a living room. We lived in an apartment complex for a while after we left Grandma's house. And there was a big window that was like at our front door. So front door, window, a little bit of wall space. And so the tree would go in front of the window. And then so between the tree and the wall was filled, sometimes to the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Of presents. I mean, of course, like the obligatory underneath the Christmas tree, like was filled too. But like to the side of the tree, filled. My mom was an extravagant gift giver and we were spoiled. Did you take the tip off?
It broke, Michelle. They're from the Dollar Tree. She's over here judging my... Can you not? Can you wait
I'm worried about the mess you're going to make. And look how... for those of you who can't see, look how janky shaped my stocking is. Like, look how little that is. And it's so different compared to Soph's.
Haters gonna hate, you know?
But you bought them at the same place.
I know. And then so my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece, and my nephew, they live in Austin, so they would come for Christmas. And so we all would be sleeping in the living room.
Because we had a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, we had a 2-bedroom apartment.
And me and Soph shared a room.
Yeah.
So there was no extra room.
And so we all slept, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why. We wanted to be together. But we all slept in the living room. And normally it was ended up me sleeping underneath the coffee table in the corner. And then we'd wake up in the morning.
Open our stockings
first.
Mom would make hot chocolate.
One year Michelle broke the coffee table.
I did. Because the coffee table, and I remember that so vividly.
We were talking about that too, actually.
The coffee table was underneath the stockings, but it was covered. And so even though I grew up with this coffee table for, I don't know, 17 years, my brain forgot, because it was covered.
Not her brain.
That it was glass underneath. It was like wood and glass.
Yeah, but like where like the middle was
yeah, the main part was glass. And so, but it was covered with something, and I put my knee on it to get the stockings, and I was like, oh no. But no one got too mad at me.
No, because it was Christmas. People usually were nice to us during Christmas. And then we'd open all of our presents and then play with them.
And eat. Mom usually made like ham or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, we are getting quieter.
Honestly, we can't. I don't know why we thought we could multitask. And also, I don't know why I thought I could do my name last. It was Christmas Eve. We weren't like regular Mexican families who do basically Christmas on Christmas Eve.
We did like a light Christmas Eve. We didn't stay up all night
and open all of our presents.
Open all the presents and then go to bed real late. Like, no. We would have like a family gathering, eat dinner, play some white elephant games.
Kids would do Santa Claus.
And the nativity scene.
We
would sing Christmas carols. Remember, we did it multiple times, but there was that one year where we sang Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah, I still have that dare that we use. Mm-hmm. And Mark Jr. threw it on Mom.
So basically, each part of the family, so like my mom and her kids, my aunts and their kids, and my uncles and their kids, like had a song to sing, basically, more or less. So one year we had Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and Mark Jr. was pretty little.
Yeah, he was little. And he wasn't like 18 years old throwing a deer at my mom.
Yeah, and he threw a wicker?
a green wicker deer.
A green wicker deer at Mom, and it was hilarious because she fell on the ground.
She did fall on the ground.
She was very into it.
She was really going for the effects, She wanted to win. We were in it to win it. But I'm pretty sure Uncle Rudy's family won that year. He sang the Santa Claus part beautifully.
I do have another memory, and you were too little, but we did this before too, like years before when I was like real little, because we were still living at the Burning Tree house. This was pre-internet, and so
pre-internet.
And so we got the song "Walking in a Winter Wonderland," but we didn't have the lyrics. So distinct, vivid, like I can picture it in my head to this day. My cousin Diane, who passed away when I was very little, is sitting on the floor in my brother's room with Walking in Winter Wonderland playing on the stereo, and she's writing the lyrics.
That's so fucking funny. Mm-hmm. The things we used to do, I mean, that's crazy. I don't think I'd ever want anything enough to do that. But like thinking about even like MapQuest, because I remember distinctively before we had like smartphones and had our maps on our phone, I was going to go see a girl and I needed directions. And so I didn't have a printer. And so I literally
a printer.
I didn't have a printer to print the MapQuest directions. And so I had to literally write it out on a piece of paper and then tell me why my air condition wasn't working in the car that I was using. And so I had my windows rolled down and the piece of paper flew out of the window.
You were on the struggle bus.
So I had to call Michelle and ask her, I know you don't know where I'm going, but like if I was going to go in this direction, where should I go?
But how did you get to her house?
By the grace of God. By the grace of God. Because I was also too embarrassed to call her and be like, I don't know what to do.
When I was in high school, I would get lost all the time because my high school wasn't like, I mean, it was local, but it wasn't like down the street local. Like I had to get on the highway to get there. I would get so lost. Like if there was traffic or something like that, and I would like for some reason I felt like, all right, I need a detour, which as someone who would get lost, I would be like, no, you should just probably go the same way that you're used to. And like, I would have to call my dad and be like, Dad, I'm here. How do I get home?
I think the not wanting to wait in traffic, even though it'd be the same amount of time to drive like a back way, comes from Mom. And even though she's like, it actually will take us 30 more minutes to go this way. At least won't be standing still. What was the best Christmas present you ever got?
My Super Nintendo.
Do you remember? Was that a surprise?
Oh, yeah, it was. I was because my cousin Alexis and me were real close at that time. Like, we spent a lot of time with each other at that time. And we both really wanted one for Christmas. And we would talk about it. I do remember the first thing I said when I got it is like, oh my God, Alexis is going to be so jealous. He got a Sega Genesis.
You got a Sega Genesis later, though.
No, I got a Game Gear.
A Game Gear.
Which is like a Game Boy, but for Sega. Yeah, I'm old. But I loved my Super Nintendo. I loved it so much.
I remember y'all played on it all the time. And he knew all the
special moves
for Mortal Kombat. I would just love watching him do the fatality.
I do remember, like, whenever we would, because we used to live rather close to each other when we were little, us and Alexis. And sometimes he would get to drive home with us. Like, we would drop him off at his house on Christmas Eve, but he would get to drive home with us from the family Christmas party. And we would sing Christmas carols and be goofy in the back seat.
Now you're getting sad.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I do remember one time we were leaving Michael's house. I think him and Chris had just moved into their house. And for some reason, Mom was like, oh, we need milk for tomorrow. And we were all like, when we were a little bit older, like, definitely like high school age, we made him get off somewhere to go get the milk.
There's like distinctive places I remember Christmas being, and one of them was, I think it was at Mike's apartment clubhouse, and I remember you got a Tamagotchi.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. Like,
I remember I was in middle school when I got that.
Yeah, I remember that distinctively, that you got a Tamagotchi that time. And then I remember one year I got that robot dog.
Yeah, it's crazy the things I remember. Like, I remember the Tamagotchi that I got it in middle school, but I couldn't tell you what I did like 4 weeks ago.
What was the year that you're like, stop believing in Santa Claus?
I don't remember how old I was. I want to say I was still rather little, because I wasn't snooping, because I really wasn't a snooper. Like, I was like looking for something specific, and I found a pair of red cowboy boots that my parents had bought me. They were under the Christmas. They were hidden. They were like legit hidden in a closet. But like I said, I was looking for something and I found them. And I didn't really pay much attention to them. I was like, oh, maybe this is a Christmas present. And I was like pretending like I didn't see it. And then when they gave it to me, it was said from Santa. And I was like, this is real suspicious.
Maybe Santa dropped it off.
This is real suspicious, Santa.
The year I remember, I can't tell you how old it was, but it was the year of the leather. Don't roll your eyes. You know what I mean by that.
I know, because you're such a weird kid. Like, you know, when I call you a weird kid and you're like, you get all flabbergasted at me.
I am flabbergasted. I wasn't that weird.
You had basically like a leather trench coat. Like, it wasn't even just like a leather like bomber jacket or nothing like that.
I just asked for a leather jacket, okay? They're the ones that picked it out. It's not like I sent them for a specific one. I just said a leather jacket.
But you loved it, though.
I did love it.
It was a leather trench coat.
Okay, so that year I asked for a leather jacket. I just said leather jacket. It was kind of trench coachy. And then I also asked for a leather computer chair. Okay, so that's not that weird.
That is weird.
Anyways, so because I asked for all these things, right? Okay, so the night I had to go pee. In the morning, or like in the middle of the night. And so then I went to the restroom, but I heard like people in the living room. And so I went to go just like take a peek, and I saw my mom and my dad building my computer chair.
I'm shocked that Mom was helping.
She was sitting and Dad was doing, but you know, I assumed in my head that meant helping. Anyways, and then so I went to the restroom, and I was so excited because I knew then I was going to get this computer chair in the morning. And I woke up and it did say from Santa. And I was like, these filthy liars.
You know what gift that I did forget that I got for Christmas that brought me a lot of joy, like long-term, like childhood joy, was my basketball hoop. That was a Christmas present.
Oh, really? I remember when I was little, I wanted to wrap something, but I was little, I was like 5 or something. And I wrapped one of my play school bats and gave it to Mom. But then I was like, but can I have it back though?
I remember us taking you to the dollar store to buy Christmas presents for people.
I was just thinking that I bought Mark one time like a wrench set. For Christmas from the dollar store. And I just remember him being so happy. And I was just like, I did such a good job.
You're so funny. And I do remember like people coming over the next day. Like Alexis would come over when he was littler, and like we would show off each other's presents. And then Denise and her kids would come over a lot.
And then later we'd go to Renee and Christina's house. I remember that was the year I got my Hurley like windbreaker hoodie thing. Mm-hmm. And I just love that thing. It was like bright orange. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Is that the same year they got a go-kart?
Yeah, that was the same year they got a go-kart.
Hey, it brought you joy.
It did bring me joy. Good job. But then as we got older, though, Mom just kind of took us to the store and we picked it out and she wrapped it. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what my PlayStation 3 was. That was my big gift that year. And then she bought me like a whole bunch of games. I had the Tony Hawk game that came with the skateboard.
Did you ever use the skateboard?
Mm-hmm. I was also in college. And so I didn't use it like a whole bunch in front of people, but like... It was fun to do when I was by myself.
Random, but Bella texted me the other day, and she got all these SingStar games, the PlayStation 2, or one of the PlayStations. I was like, throwback.
That's so funny, because we also played that game a lot.
Mm-hmm. A lot. Like, every night a lot.
Every night a lot. Remember when we would sing and kids would start howling? And I remember that game, and it was so little, and I think it was the same year. Mark and Dre were there. We were at Grandma's house, though. And it was like this, like, claw game, but it was for me. It was my little game. And it was a claw game. It had, like, a back where you'd put the stuff back in.
Put toys in, or candy or whatever.
Yeah. And I remember that was just, like, the funnest thing that I ever had. I also had that, like, Barbie CD player that wasn't a real CD player. You just had, like, whatever was on the Barbie specific cassette. But that year, you got your CD player. And so, like, you would be listening to it, and I would listen to my Barbie one. And then you were constantly like pausing to talk to me, like yours, and so I'd pause mine, but mine wasn't really paused. It would just like restart over. And so I just remember I was like, I'm never gonna finish this song because
when I got my portable CD player,
yeah,
I'm forgetting all these memorable Christmas presents
that were like was like the anti-track or like the
anti-skip,
the anti-skip one.
I loved my CD player, and I can tell you, I was 12 years old, and I got Jagged Little Pill and Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette and Tragic Kingdom by No Doubt. I was just thinking about this the other day because I do Sirius radio and I listen. I'm old and I'm the person that's like, oh, only music from my day is good. And so I was listening to 90s on 9 and they're playing a lot of Alanis Morissette. And it made me think about this memory, and it made me think about how Mom said that she asked the person at the store at wherever she bought the CD player and CDs what she should get me music wise, and that she had to describe me a little bit to the lady, because I think the lady like asked like what kind of stuff does she like. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm trying to think of the best way to put it into words. I think that might have been the only thing that she has given me where I knew that she knew enough about me to pick something for me. Because I still to this day love Jagged Little Pill. Like, I could listen to Jagged Little Pill forever. I love it because that is my personality. Like that, I mean, not my personality, but like that suits the kind of genre that I like. I wasn't a pop, person. And she told me that she wanted to get me something that I would actually like. For her to put that thought into it, to my knowledge, to my recollection, to my memory, to my knowledge, that's really kind of the only time that I felt like she knew me.
No, I was just about to say before you said, oh, that was that. That seemed like probably the most thoughtful gift Mom had ever gotten.
Yeah. And I was 12.
Damn, she bought you Jagged Little Pill when you were 12.
I think I was 12. So what's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story because we watch it for 24 hours.
But does that mean that it really is your favorite Christmas movie?
That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Or is it just because that's just what you do now?
I mean, that's part of my tradition, yes. But that is one of my favorite. That's my favorite Christmas movie. But I will only watch it on Christmas.
During the 24 hours.
Yeah, during the 24 hours. But my favorite Christmas movie to watch, like throughout the season, is going to be either A Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, or The Santa Claus.
So those are my 3 top. I do like Christmas Story. I don't think I like it as much as you do.
I love that shit. It's not Christmas unless I'm watching that for 24 hours.
But I do say Christmas Vacation, The Santa Claus, and Home Alone are like, those are the movies that I feel like I have to watch.
Yeah.
Multiple times during Christmas. But Christmas Vacation is probably my favorite Christmas movie. I mean, probably.
Yeah, same.
But it's just so funny. It's so fucking ridiculous.
And it's so quotable.
It's so quotable.
What did I say? Nibbles?
We say that like year round.
Why is the floor wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. Michelle was supposed to do it.
Oh,
And she did it. So she just kind of left me. If you could only watch one Christmas movie for the rest of your life.
But like, I mean, do I have to watch it like continuously or anything like that?
Not like for like every single day of the rest of your life. But like if you wanted to watch a Christmas movie, that's the only Christmas movie you could watch.
Probably Christmas. What about you? Christmas Story?
I think it'd be a Christmas Story.
I do throw on Die Hard.
And Urban Cowboy.
So one of my friends, who doesn't traditionally celebrate Christmas, hung out with us one Christmas when we were at the Gaylord. Like my brothers and sister-in-laws and nieces and nephews were all there, and it was like Christmas Day, and we invited her to come meet us at the Gaylord, and we went through ice and all that other stuff. And so we were all just hanging out. I think we were waiting for the food to come, and we kind of just threw something on the TV, and it was Urban Cowboy. And she's like, "Oh, is this a family tradition that y'all, watch Urban Cowboy on Christmas?" And we're like, "No, it's just on TV."
But that has now become a Christmas tradition. I now watch Urban Cowboy every Christmas. So thank you.
I'll be honest, like Christmas
Comes but once a year.
comes but once a year, and now it's here.
That's actually one of the best Christmas
Now it's
little
here.
cartoons from back in the day that I still really enjoy.
Hopefully, you can put a clip
Here.
Oh, we forgot about the Grinch.
The Grinch, yes. We both do love The Grinch.
I do enjoy Jim Carrey's version way better than the cartoon version.
The original or the second one?
I'll be honest, I haven't seen the second one.
I heard the music's really good in that one. Never seen it. But Jim Carrey's Grinch is my Grinch.
Anyway, what were we saying? I miss being little and having Christmas because it was a really wonderful time of the year. And not that it's not now. Like, it's just,
It's
as
just
an
different.
adult, it's just, you're responsible for
the magic.
for
now.
creating the magic. But I was trying to think too, like what made our Christmas magical, and it wasn't like, yeah, we got a lot of gifts and we talk about that, but like
Honestly, for me, I think it was just spending time with our brothers and the kids, and being all together,
and everyone being happy.
Yeah.
Like everyone just having a good time. Like it wasn't like stressful. I mean, it's probably not the right word because as a 10-year-old, I wasn't stressed out about a lot of things, but it was just something that wasn't chaotic. It was just everyone there, everyone having a good time, eating, laughing, playing games, like with the extended family. It was just very easy,
Blissful. And like you said, like it wasn't necessarily about the presents or like the activities that we did, like we didn't like go to shows or anything like that.
Oh yeah, like mom didn't take us to go see Christmas lights.
Yeah, like we didn't do things like that. But
we
like,
didn't build gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
Or like
but it was like magical of like
singing Christmas songs.
yeah, being together.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. Like most of everyone, not everyone, but most of everyone made a trip to Grandma's house on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would see everyone pop in and out. We would hang out a lot at Grandma's house.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, we lived there for a while, and then Mom was like her primary caregiver. Caretaker. So that was nice too. Like, I don't know.
I think we just miss our family.
I think we just miss our family.
To conclude, for everyone that's not watching, this is mine. My stocking I'm holding up. It just has my name, a tree, some presents.
It has
and
ornaments.
some snow, and some ornaments and snow.
My name, and then snowflakes with blue. But I think I like Sophia's better.
Our stockings are beautiful. Please put down and vote below who's best. I won't be offended if you pick me. But yes, guys, we just wanted to throw in a little Christmas ep from our little season hiatus.
Love your family. Give them some squeezes. Spend time with people that you love, even if it's not your family.
Yeah. Your chosen family, if you will.
Drink hot chocolate.
Drink some eggnog.
Drink some eggnog, maybe a little bit of whiskey in it.
If you're 21 and up.
Build those gingerbread houses.
Look at those lights.
Yeah, look at the lights. Sing Christmas carols. All right, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
May all your wishes come true for Christmas, and make good New Year's resolutions.
But thanks so much. We greatly appreciate you from the bottom of our little heart. We hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. And somehow we've reached the end of another episode of Let's Talk About Everything and Nothing.
If you had fun, hit that follow button, leave a review, and follow us on TikTok and Insta. But if you got distracted halfway through, no worries. Same.
We'll be back next time with more thoughts, more distractions, and probably actually no real conclusions. But thanks so much, guys, and see you later.